Alright, welcome back to the Duel Cup today on Unreal Tournament, and next we have Dylan versus Tobe, and this is going to be an epic match. Tobe actually played a lot in the early alpha when it was first released, and it was incredibly good. An aggressive UT99 player, very well respected in that scene as well, and showed when I played him, he used to dominate me all the time, dropping 30 nils on me. Gradually got better, and then he kind of disappeared for a while, but he's been back playing a lot of TDM, and he's got those skills up already very high, but I haven't seen him duel in a long time unless he's been doing it under Fake Nicks, so it's going to be very interesting to see how he's doing. He's obviously doing quite well as he's made it to the semi-final so far, but then we've got Dylan as well, who's kind of the newcomer into Unreal Tournament 4. He was a 2K4 player, but usually just played bunny track from what I hear, and a little bit of odd 1v1s here and there. But now he is really becoming one of the best names in Unreal Tournament 4, and he's respectively duels a lot with Hypno, and they're having very even fights at the moment, so it's going to be interesting to see how this battle goes. I think it's going to be incredibly close. We've got the veteran and the newcomer, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens anyway. But they've picked out their maps, so we have Dylan banning out Mimic, then we have Tobe banning out banning Arrays, which is Dylan's favourite map, I believe. Dylan, being a 2K4 player, obviously holds that long ground very well, and so I think he'd utilise that map incredibly well to his playstyle. So Dylan then picks up ASDF, and Tobe picking up the solo map, and I think we're going to be underway. I think I'm going to just check, see if these players are ready. You guys ready? My head is ginormous, but that's great. Alright, so we're going to be kicking it off here on ASDF first, Dylan's choice. I'm going to switch my camera before I forget, because that's always a good thing to do. And server should be starting as soon as possible, and hopefully nothing crashes, nothing out of the ordinary. I'm expecting you guys on the Twitch chat to let me know if anything goes wrong, as I might announce that somebody's already won or something, or gone crazy. And yes, I should get a co-caster actually. Flick, I could get you in on the next game, mate. So once we get the Hypno game underway, I will speak to you, Flick, and we'll get you on here. So Dylan versus Tobe, kicking it off now on ASDF. So who's going to get what spawn? That is the question. Remember, you can choose your spawns at the start of the game. Dylan choosing off that link, quickly getting the shock rifle. He's going to secure himself a sniper rifle as well here. Tries the cheeky combo, but misses it. And I'm sure he usually would have hit that if that was me. I think he's just might be showing a little bit of nerves, perhaps, on that first combo. Dylan has that hit stand basis and that combo basis now, and he's waiting for the right shot. Missed it, unfortunately. He's on 16 HP, and Tobe is going to go aggressive with the Enforcer, picking up the first 100 armor. Oh, great spawn from Dylan, though. He's on 4 HP, Tobe, but manages to go down. Dylan now back in control, picks up the 50. And a switch around, and that was such a lucky spawn from Dylan, really. Tobe playing aggressive with the Stinger, trying to get in close, but playing it slow. I like this positioning here underneath the tunnel, but he knows it's not going to work out. Dylan was going towards the bridge, he heard it, and quickly dived off the other way. Great prediction combo coming in from Dylan, and as I fall through the map from the spectator client for some funny reason, Dylan has that control of the shield belt, trying to get the 50 off of Tobe, but Tobe manages to squeeze through it. He's actually, Tobe showing some great performance so far on this map, on Dylan's choice. The only problem that he had was probably just picking out the wrong spawn location. Unless he really did want that Stinger first, which isn't always the best choice. But it kind of worked out for him at the start. Reminds me of the UT3 plays. Prioritising that Stinger first, but Dylan's going to get that 100. He's going to secure himself the shield belt as well with that 100 as well. Tobe can't afford to actually go for this right now. Dylan would have heard that health pickup, but he's going to deny the 50 instead. Or at least hold the top location and deny it. So the 50 is up. Dylan leading it there. It was a little bit risky, but he did position him in such a way that if Tobe was going to go for it, he would have ran into him eventually. And hammer jump comes up, and Tobe doing a really nice play actually. Playing it slow, playing it safe, and just ducking at the 100 armor. But he's just made a mistake now as Dylan lines up the perfect combo but doesn't land it. And now he's taking a 3-1 lead. And he's kind of on a roll now with his aggressive style of play. Dylan, once he has control, can absolutely snowball you very quickly with his aggressive combos. He always utilizes them so very well, as you can see here. And oh, the headshot, almost getting the double kill. The timing was great. And now Tobe is running out a lot of room. As Dylan is running away with these frags now, chaining them up left, right, and center. It's going to wait for the jump on the jump pad. Switches to that rocket launcher. Tobe just coming in aggressively with the flak, trying to close the ground, but Dylan's not going to let him get close. Just spamming away from distance, times that 100 armor beautifully. And Tobe's is stuck in this back bio room. He's got nowhere to go, and Dylan can just take his time, waste his time as much as he likes. Picks up the easy frag. He's going to go over towards the 50 and lock that down too. He heard the stinger. He waited for that shot combo, but he didn't wait long enough. He started to move, and doesn't really matter because he's just comboing him wherever he goes. Oh my god, he's reading every spawn location beautifully. Heard the rocket pick up and started lining up the combo towards the shield belt. Right now, Tobe just can't find the room to move as Dylan is just comboing him out of existence. And I think this is Dylan's first real tournament. Really an Unreal tournament. Might have done some other stuff in 2K4, but nothing of noteworthy. And he's going aggressive. See if he can land a kill here. Misses the rockets. So does Tobe. But Tobe could actually get himself 100 armor unless Dylan plays aggressive here, which he does do. Doesn't lock himself down, but Tobe is going uphill battle here, especially when Dylan is so stacked. And Dylan, whenever I play him, he's so good at the vial control. He always manages to get 199 HP, or at least something in the way of extra health, and that's exactly what he's done as he picks up his rampage. So he's 199 HP, 150 armor. And Tobe really needs to find some big damage weapons and wait for Dylan to play overly aggressive while he goes on his frag sprees. But I don't think it's going to happen. Dylan's too much of a defensive player when he wants to be. Well, he's just a smart player. He knows when to go and when not to go into a bad situation. And even though it might give him a frag, he will not take that risk. He'll only go in if he knows 100% he's got the upper hand. Right now it seems like 110%. Right now some rockets. Going to try and prevent him getting those health packs. Impact hammering out of the way. Tobe can't find any room to get to that 100 armor. Dylan chokes him out a little bit. Shield belt's up. 100 armor's up. He's going to quickly get there as fast as he can. Lines up the combo as he jumps on the pad. Connects. 29 HP for now, Tobe. I mean, can't escape from this bio room yet again. Dylan going to hit the jump pad and then push in aggressively here and just kill off the time. He's baiting out some noise with that link gun and finally dives in. But Tobe not taking as much damage as I thought. I thought he'd go down on the first wave. But finally does go down 13-1. And remember, this is Dylan's map choice. Tobe picking out the solo. So it's going to be very interesting to see how those styles clash, how they differ on these maps. Tobe definitely has the potential to take out Dylan. He's got such good aim. Great aggressive play when he's in control as well. It's very similar to what we're seeing of Dylan right now. It's just that when Dylan gets that lockdown, he locks you down incredibly hard, and he's put in a lot of time into this new game. Whereas Tobe hasn't quite as much. He's had long breaks in between his gaming, but he has been quite active in the TDM play at the moment. But Duel's a whole different kettle of fish. Dylan just lining up the combos. He's still on such a huge health advantage. 132 HP still. Like, I don't think Tobe is broken down into the sub hundreds yet for a long time. And when you've got aim like that, and oh man, look how he just lines those combos up. He's reading every spawn location. It's like he's using a wall hack himself when you watch it with the wall hack X-ray vision. It's like, what? How did you know? There's some great prediction. Another rocket kill coming in from Dylan. And although the score looks ginormous in Dylan's favour, you know, it could have been very, very different if Dylan didn't get that spawn. If he didn't get that spawn on the 100 armor, where he actually got to kill Tobe straight away. If Tobe had a little bit more space there, I think this would have been a much, much tighter game. It's amazing that one little frag at the start really turned the game around very differently. And just trying to, I think Dylan's just wanting his unstoppable killing spree right now. But he's getting a little bit low. He's waiting for the 100 armor just to buff up his health a little bit more, even though he doesn't need to. Gets the unstoppable. And GG. Dylan showing some great aggressive play there. Absolutely going mental with those combos. Left, right and centre. I really don't like playing against players that know how to combo that well. And the second map is going to be solo. It's coming in for Tobe. But I think Tobe can actually do something about this. He's definitely got the skills behind him. He's a veteran. And, you know, if he can get that start, which doesn't lead to a spawn right next to him, I think he could go far. Providing he doesn't play to Dylan's aggressive style of play as well. I think being overly aggressive against Dylan could be slightly problematic, as Dylan is a great mover across the map. Just waiting for, I guess Tobe accidentally disconnected or crashed maybe. Just waiting for him to reconnect. No, Dylan isn't Diamond 2 anymore because the stats got reset for Hypno, I believe. And Hypno and Dylan are dueling partners at the moment for the run up to this cup. And so every time Hypno won a map, he would really destroy Dylan's Diamond 2 score. So Dylan's probably the highest ranked dueler at the moment. Or was anyway, until Hypno's stats got reset. So here we go. The crash, but the ready up is ready. So which spawns will they pick? We'll find out today. It's a shame I can't see all 4 of the spawn locations. That would be cool. That would be a nice little feature to add on this little count up. And we're kicking off with Tobe picking up the sniper rifle. Dylan locking down that shock rifle, possibly his best weapon. And he's going to try and secure that 100 armor room already. And he can do that very easily with the combo. As you can see, he's just spamming out as much as he can. Hopefully he picked up some extra ammo. But still very even. A shot coming in for Tobe. But he will get the first 100, while as Dylan is relegated to the 50. Backs off, picks up the health packs. And Tobe taking away that rocket launcher again, which Dylan is actually becoming incredibly adept with. Hitting so many direct rockets with it. And Tobe now is in control. He's got 5 seconds until that first shield belt though, but he's not going for it. Wow, favoring not to go for the shield belt, giving it up to Dylan. Instead, that was weird. But okay, I mean, they have even stacks. And coming in with the free rocket stack. But Dylan deciding not to play it any aggressive further. Maybe going to try for the next 100. And Tobe might be picking up his first frag here. Scares him away with the free pack again with the rocket launcher. Dylan backing off, picking up some health. Going to pick up the 50 or wait for it at least. Tobe has the control right now. Dylan backing off towards the shock rifle. Dylan still missing a rocket launcher and a flat cannon at the moment, which is really weird. I thought he would have picked one up by now. 2 minutes into the game, no frag being exchanged. Really some slow play. Oh, Tobe coming in behind. Dylan didn't quite hear that in time, so that was an opportunity missed from Tobe. But manages to find a sniper shot as Dylan is on the runaway, but finds the 100 armor with it. Gets up his stack a little bit. And oh, good read on from to Dylan with the shot combo. Doesn't quite connect as much as he would have hoped, but lands a primary, lands another combo there. And evens up the stacks quite nicely as he drops down and plays aggressive with the link gun. I don't think he did as much damage as he was hoping, but Tobe goes down first to that link gun. But gets a great spawn, and now Dylan's on 2 HP trying to find the escape. Finds a sniper shot just in the back of Tobe's head there. And finds a great spawn there with the shock rifle. And he's going to secure himself the 50 here. Some good defensive play with the shock cause. Ooh. So Dylan mistimed something there. Mistimed the 100. And then switch back to the 50. And he's going to give up the shield belt on this. And favor that 100 armor instead. Tobe waiting at the shield belt. It's not up yet. I think Dylan's going to go in for the steal. And he's going to get it. Or he's going to eliminate that shield belt anyway. With a nice combo. So Tobe didn't hear which direction Dylan was coming in. He was assuming that he'd come flat. Rockets come out from Tobe. Flat coming out big from Dylan though. He's going to try and seal it up with a combo. He's going to got the next 100. He's just going to not give himself line of sight there. And all aggressive play over the box coming in towards those 25s. This could be a frag here for Dylan, I feel. Providing that he doesn't walk into a 160 damage flank. And he's going to back off. He's not going to take advantage of the situation. I think he's going to favor trying to get to the next shield belt, pick up the health that's lying around, and then combo his way out of the situation. And Tobe is playing it very slow, sneaking up behind. Dylan has no clue. Oh, he's found him just at the last second. And Dylan's not switching out weapon here. He doesn't have any flak ammo. It's just going to result to that shock rifle and come in close with the minigun now. Tobe bringing out the rockets, coming out big with one rocket and another. But he will fall down at the very last second. And now Tobe going aggressive. That's a... Well, wasn't really aggressive. He was just trying to find his quick way to the 100 armor, and he finds it. But always fear a 99 player with an enforcer. They will surprise you all the time. They're so good with it. This game is incredibly close from the first 5 minutes. 2-1. And it's a whole different change of pace from what we saw in ASDF. Dylan can't seem to find his aggressive style of play here. And Tobe throwing in some some good kinks into the equation. Really confusing his opponent on several different occasions and slightly unlucky to capitalize on them as well. Combos sealing away that shield belt from Tobe as Dylan will pick up the next one. A good rocket coming in from Tobe. Dylan backing off, trying to get a different angle. Finds the sniper rifle, waiting for the shot. Finds it in between the hammer. And he's going to try and make it to the 100 armor. He's going to spam it out with that flat cannon. Go towards the lift. Gets it timed up. Tobe is on 23 HP. And he has to make the escape going back towards the flak 25s. Hopefully they're up for him, but I don't think they are. I think he picked them up just before he got shot with that sniper rifle. But he's waiting on the top here very patiently. He's making the move to run away now. Desperately needs to find an escape as Dylan's trying to cut him off each and every way and finds him at the health pack. As Tobe went towards it, he eliminated him on the point. 3-1 to Dylan. And the lockdown is coming in strong. He's playing on the top of this rafter here. Waiting for Tobe to make the mistake. He knows where he is because of that combo. And great switch with the sniper rifle there. Locks down another frag. 4-1 in favour of Dylan. And he's getting a lot more control, a lot more confidence in each of his moves. And Tobe is resulting to the sniper rifle now. Well, I meant the bio rifle, but he switched out to the sniper rifle. Lands one shot onto Dylan. But Dylan's going to play aggressively using that box trick yet again. Not many players realize when they use that sort of that dodge towards the box and jump up towards the to the stinger. It's not that common as of yet. It's common amongst the top players, but it's not common in all games because it just doesn't look like it should work, but it does. It works very well. You always you don't see anybody incoming.
3 minutes.
Dylan just waiting for the next shield belt. Picks that up. 100 armor going to Tobe. He's going to try and get those combos out. Oh, great flak cannon. And another coming in from Tobe. Two flak secondaries in the face. Like 280 damage. Eliminates that healthy stack of Dylan's. And with 2.5 minutes left, Tobe can pull this back now. He's going to wait for the next... Oh, lining up that tricky combo there, Dylan was. But Tobe is now in control. But he's going to run straight into a combo of Dylan. He knew exactly where he was going to go. He knew that he was going to seal down, you know, that control with the next 50 as well. And Dylan reads that situation beautifully and positions himself with that shock rifle. And that's kind of like the trade-off of this game. If you have that positioning at that 50 area... and you know that somebody wants to lock down the map, they've got to risk going into a combo like that. But man, Tobe getting a nice combo of himself here. Dylan needs to find space. He manages to find that wall dodge, speeding him across the map a little bit quicker. Tobe is not going to push the equation. He's just going to go for the 100 armor first and then go towards the 50. He comes in with the flat cannon, comes in strong. Dylan's going to try and get some peek shots with the sniper rifle. Ooh, if only Tobe hit that combo. He would have had a nice kill, and Dylan has to avoid those health pickups now. Dylan is incredibly good at running away. This is his bunny track knowledge coming in now. As you can see, he's just so fast across a map that Tobe can't even catch up. He was trying to get angles, trying to cut him off, but Dylan ahead of the situation right now, waiting for the next 100, secures it with 31 HP. But here we go, some aggressive play coming in from Tobe. Locks it down, 1 minute left. And the next shield belt was coming up. I don't think Dylan's going to stick around for this. He isn't. Decides to back away. Lift coming in from Tobe. He's going to get the next shield belt. No, he's going aggressive instead. He's not going to get this. So there's an opportunity here for Dylan. If he doesn't... Oh, lovely combo from Tobe. He ties this up and bad spawn from Dylan. One frag, 35 seconds. Tobe has control of the map. Picking up that shield belt right now. So Dylan has no idea when the next shield belt is if this goes to overtime as well. Doesn't notice Tobe at the top on the left. Now he does with that shock rifle blast. Dylan has to be careful though. He's only got the link gun to fight with. He's desperately trying to find some space and try and find himself a sniper rifle. Finds himself the rocket launcher at the low pit. He's going to get out of this situation, surely. 10 seconds left. Tobe trying to chase as much as he possibly can. The flat cannon comes out. This could be good. One more shot, surely. Oh, no, the lift save. Oh, Dylan saved by the lift at the very last second as Tobe cuts him off. Oh, really nice play from Tobe to get that comeback, though, on the roll. It looked very secure from Dylan at the 5-2 mark. Or 5-1 mark. And then Tobe did some outstanding plays to get himself back in the game. And I'm guessing Dylan was a bit nervous in the last couple of seconds, but Dylan has that awesome movement skill to keep him ahead of all his opponents. Like, if you ask Hypno, it's like, the worst thing about Dylan is that he's so good at running away. And when you think you've just about got him, he comes round with the impact hammer and he just sends you into a frenzy of rage with his movement skills and his avoidance skills, because they're off the charts right now. You know, when your aim is not on point, to have that to rely on is something very unique, and that's what makes Dylan such a strong player right now. But Tobe showing exactly how close that game was, and how, you know, if it went to a third map, it could have been a whole different story. I think Tobe might have had the veteran skills to pull through on Protracted as well.